Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take a resonate, leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, just check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. It is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel. You really want to see. Voila. Thank you all for stopping by and saying hi. Okay. All right. Collective, we're starting off with the energy of the Three of Wands, and it says foresight, okay? So you could be possibly envisioning or thinking about making some kind of change in your life. You could have been having maybe dreams or some kind of premonition, okay? You could be very intuitive regarding some kind of change you want to make in your life. You could be maybe planning to move. Maybe you are desiring to move to a new location. You could be planning to want to move out of town, out of state, somewhere where no one knows you. So you are in the energy of desiring something new, okay? You don't want to just move around the corner or the other side of town. You're like, no, I want to go where nobody knows my name. So you're in the energy of desiring to start anew, okay? And so you could be fantasizing about this. You could have had some dreams about this, about how wonderful it's going to be, where you want to go. You could see yourself where you want to move to. You could possibly also be considering, if you are someone who has children, maybe resources, maybe you want to change the schooling, that your child may go to. Maybe you're desiring some kind of a neighborhood or area that has better resources. With the 10 of coins here, the 10 of pentacles, you're thinking about resources and community, but you're also thinking about being happy and secure. It's not that it's terrible where you're currently at, but you would like to do better. There's nothing wrong with desiring better, okay? Especially if you are a parent, okay? And so you are desiring to give your children, or if you're not a parent, give yourself the opportunity to experience something new. The next card we have here, we have Leo energy, strength. And so I'm also picking up that you could have been possibly doing a lot of research, saving a lot of money, putting money to the side. You've actually been putting in a lot of work, okay, which is very wise. Many talk about what they want to do, but I'm picking up the energy of you actually walking the walk. You're actually taking your time to do the research on whatever location you want to move to, whether it's out of town, whether it's around the corner, whether it's, to another city from where you live. You are doing the research to check into the schooling system, to find out if your job will transfer you. What are the resources around you, okay? Also the expenses, living expenses, okay? And so I'm picking up on someone who has been doing research or maybe planning or plotting, well, not plotting really, but planning this move. Because the word plotting sounds like you're sneaking. You're not sneaking. You have free will, and you're just moving because you're desiring better. But you've been planning this move for at least a year and a half to 2 years. Confirmation, okay? You've been putting in overtime. You've been saving your money. You are desiring to be in authority, but being comfortable, okay? It's not so bad where you live. You're just desiring to have better and do more. Picking up, you're getting bored. Maybe you've never left the neighborhood you grew up in, okay? Maybe you're still in the same neighborhood where you grew up as a child, and you're like, look, I want to expand. I would like to see something else outside of my childhood neighborhood, or I want to move out of this area, okay? And so this is wonderful because you are taking the right precautions. With the Queen of Cups here, you are someone around, you could have Libra in their chart. And the Libra energy, they like to call Libras indecisive, but I disagree with that. It's not that the Libra is indecisive. This person is sitting on their throne and they are monitoring this cup because they are weighing their options. And so, like I said, you're taking your time. It's not that you can't make a decision. You're taking your time to see confirmation, all sides of the coin. You want to make sure that you're not moving at a haste, but at a pace. You want to make sure you're making wise decisions, especially if you're bringing a family along with you. Even if you don't have children, you could have a spouse who's in agreement, or you could have maybe a mother or father or aunt or someone else who has agreed to uproot and relocate with you. And you want to make sure that this relocation, doesn't turn out to be a disaster. You don't want to move somewhere and just go by what you saw on the brochure or what you saw on advertisement. It's like going on a vacation and maybe being told you're going to have a 5-star hotel, and you get there and you find out it's 1 star. Okay, that's just an example. Okay. All right. And so you relocating is going to disappoint a lot of people, collective. There are people who don't want to see you move or relocate. They feel like they're being left out. Okay. This could be family or friends around you. This could be someone who's kind of jealous because you're being ambitious. People don't like when a person is being ambitious, but you're being very steadforward, if that is a word, on making this progress and this process really happen. You're even booking, I'm hearing someone booking a U-Haul service, you're booking a moving service. Okay, you've located where you're going to move to, you have your money, you know where you're going. Okay, this isn't just talk. And the closer and closer it gets to your date of moving or relocating, there are people who are around you who is becoming a little jealous and envious. Okay. Maybe these were people who maybe lived with you at one time or another, or maybe these are people whom relied on you, okay? But you have gave notice, that you're relocating, and everyone is an adult. I'm hearing Spirit say this person is an adult. So this could be a grown person who is going to miss, I guess, being able to live with you or someone you rented a room to. Your movement, your change of location, collective, is causing someone else close to you to have to be an adult. Your relocating is causing someone to have to step into their energy of adulting, meaning they're going to have to really get up and go get a job, maintain it, not get fired, get their own place, pay their own bills, and this will be their first time doing this. And I'm also picking up that this is an adult. So this could be someone whom you once, they live with you, maybe you rented them a room, maybe they stayed in the basement, but because you are relocating and you've given them more than a year's notice, Spirit is saying, and they have seen you make progress towards this move, like they know that you have your deposit down on your place, or they know that you've received your key, okay? They know that you've already prepared and made reservations to transfer the lights, the gas, the water, they know that you've already booked the U-Haul. And so as it get closer to that date, there are people who are trying to act as if they are oblivious and they don't see that you are relocating. But I'm picking up that there are people who are around you that should be happy for you and saying, well, I wish you the best. But there's actually some jealous energy. Maybe you progressing forward is reminding them of areas in their life that they have not chosen to be brave in, okay? And so this is a them problem. This is not a you problem here, okay? And so once you relocate and move to this new area, you're going to be placed around people, who is of like-minded energy, Spirit is saying. Possibly where you are at currently, you have a lot of people who are relying on you and depending on you, but these are people who are lazy. This is the message, collective. And you have supported them enough, you have supported these people. You have been very kind. You've given people a place to stay. You've loaned money. I'm hearing loaning your vehicle. You've done a lot, okay, which is wonderful to give back. But it is time's up. Your dream is to move and relocate, and it is happening for you. So I'm going to say congratulations, because I see a lot of great energy, prosperity. by you making this move. It's like your move is the catalyst for people around you to grow up and mature, and begin to do some adulting and become more responsible. No more door dashing their full paycheck. They'll have to, make sure the bills are paid. No more, gambling online. They'll have to put that money to the side and go buy food. They'll have to be responsible. And so they feel like you are turning your back on them when in actuality, you're just living your life. And so Spirit is saying for you not to have any survivor's remorse, regardless of what you may hear or see. Do not feel sorry and choose to change your plans or cancel. Spirit is saying do not cancel your move-in date, okay? Do not cancel your moving or your relocation date, okay? You've been putting in a lot of work, saving your money plus maintaining where you are at. And I gotta say, that's a lot of work to maintain your current household plus save money to relocate. Collective, give yourself a pat on the back. That's a lot of work. You're very strong. You're very smart with temperance here. You know how to balance. You know how to maintain. You know how to prioritize and put first things first. But for so long, too many and so many have been reliant and depending on you. And it's time for you to recalibrate your energy and to enjoy the bliss of life without people trying to burden you. You deserve it. You are so worthy of it. You have given a lot. I keep hearing that. You have given a lot. You have received the message. You have received enlightenment to proceed on this move. It could have been maybe at first you were second guessing it. Maybe you weren't going to relocate, but you have received the message from source, whatever your belief system is. All welcome on this channel. You have received the message like, go ahead. This is your time. You deserve it. Okay. So do not allow anyone who does not want to put the work in with the Page of Cups to sabotage, you making this move, wherever it is. I don't care if it's around the corner. Spirit is saying, go for it. Do not pay attention to any of the naysayers, okay? Be mindful. This is for somebody, what I'm about to say, but not for everybody. Be mindful of where you're living at currently. If it is a lease agreement and you're supposed to turn in the keys, do not leave the responsibility of turning those keys in to anyone else. Spirit is saying for you to turn in your own keys to the landlord so that you can get your deposit back, so that a walkthrough can be done, even though you're leaving the property and they can confirm that no damage has been done. I'm picking up on someone being so jealous and envious of you, collective, that if you leave them in charge of turning in the key, they may say something like, I need one more day, or I just need a couple of days, or I just need a week. Come on, let me stay here and turn in the key. Come on, you can trust me. Don't go for it. Spirit is saying for you to turn in your own key and handle your own business. This person may try to damage the property or sabotage, which will block you from getting your security deposit, as well as the your previous landlord can take you to court and put you through a litigation procedure where you'll be getting sued, and it can also go on your record, something about going on your credit report or something. So be mindful, collective. There's an energy of someone who's going to ask you, let me stay here. You're not here. You're gone. I just need a couple of days. Spirit is saying if they need a couple of days, they're going to have to go get it somewhere else. Do not leave yourself open to be sabotaged, because those who are smiling and pretending like they're happy for you, they are not. They are peed off. They are angry. They know that you are moving on to bigger and better. They know that you will establish yourself so well that you will come across like-minded energy. They know that you will flourish in your career and in your life overall. You have waited long enough. You are not put here to make sure that everyone else is happy except for you. You are entitled to peace. You are entitled to abundance as well, but you are entitled to enjoy your coins. You've been helping and giving so much. Spirit wants you to relocate. It's something about forcing these people to get their own so that you can enjoy your own home or condo or apartment, whatever your living situation is. Spirit is also saying it's time for you to have some privacy. You've been living in a household where you've been taking in people so much for many, many years. And maybe you don't even have privacy, with you and your spouse or you and your family, okay? Even if you do have children. And so it's time for you to experience these things and see what that's like, to walk around in your robe, okay? Okay. And so you have taken everything into observation and you have, listened to source, whatever your belief system is, all welcome on this channel. You're not making any hasty decisions. This is going to bring you, out of the energy of routine, that routine that you were in. It's going to bring you out of that. You no longer will have to spend your off days running errands for grown people who are too lazy to find an alternate way to handle their business. You no longer will have people dropping their children off to your house thinking you are a 24-hour daycare just because you are a family. You no longer will have people calling you for favors, but no one even calls to say hello and how you're doing. This energy is shifting for you because it's time for you to wait no longer. Okay? The wait is over. Okay, and the energy is here. Okay, the moving truck is pulling up. Okay, so keep packing those boxes. If you need more tape, go get that. But this is bringing balance. Okay, we got temperance here, which represents balance, and the chariot here represents balance. Okay, this is putting you back, things into order for you. Okay, personally, this is something you have not felt in many years. There's something about people just relying on you, depending on you, okay, and you not saying no. It's like spirit wants you, your ancestors want you to move away, not to hurt anyone, but it's not your responsibility, okay? Sometimes we can have a heart that is too giving, so much so where we're left depleted. And spirit will step in and correct some things. You don't want to correct them. They will step in and help you correct them. And that's why this cycle is closing out for you. You are not put here just to be a caretaker. You're not put here just so you can be depleted and carry everyone's burden. People calling you with problems and issues every day, all day, okay? Maybe even on your birthday. It's time out, okay? There was a lack of teamwork. And for the third time, I just held up the chariot and the temperance card, which represents balance. And look what we have here, which represents balance. So it's very important, whoever you are. When you move, honey, male or female, you need to go get you a manicure, a pedicure, a massage. Look, everything ain't got to be unpacked, but you deserve to be well rested and treated to something very special. We got balance coming out here 3 times. It's very important that you get away from these people. These people are leeches. These people are energy vampires. And the best thing you could ever do is get away so you'll have the option and the choice to pick and choose the things that you want and you desire for your life. With this balance coming out here 3 times, I'm picking up that it is urgent for you to get away, to go through with this move. Do not allow anyone to sabotage. So figure it out. If you need to rethink when you're going to turn in your key, do not let anyone else have that responsibility. You do it yourself. Also do a walkthrough with the landlord or who's ever in charge so they can see the property is not damaged, so you can get your security deposit back. Do not leave any space for anyone to try to sabotage. Those days are over with. And your spirit team wants you to put your foot down and allow people no more. Okay, spirit is showing up in the read. No more. Allow this no more to happen for people to lean on you. 5 representing change. So it's time for a major change in your life. It's time to close out that cycle with the world card. And you got balance coming out here 3 times. And I just said, whoever you are, when you get moved to your new place, even if everything isn't all packed, go get you a manicure or a pedicure or close the door and get you some rest. And look at the 4 swords. Look at the 4 swords. These 3 representing all that you have been through and all the times you had to stand alone to hold everything together, whether it was finances, whether it was some toxicity or trauma going on in a family or friend circle, whether you're taking care of all the bills by yourself, it's over with. Living in a household, they leave the lights on all night. You're paying a light bill by yourself every month. Everyone else is going shopping, buying shoes and upgrading phones and all this nonsense. You treat yourself, whoever you are. You do this move, you get to your new place, close the door, close the shade. I would turn my phone off. Make sure if you got children, make sure they're in the house with you. But I would just sit down and I would relax or treat yourself to something nice because you deserve it. And this read is just confirming it. You deserve it. You are not stuck. It is over with. It is a new day for you, collective. And people are angry when they should be trying to help or assist or ask you, do you need help with anything? Do you need me to follow you so I can help you? But there are people who are hating that you are leaving because they will not be able to rely on you. You are causing somebody, this is for somebody to have to move and get their own place, and they're very mad. So much so, they're gossiping about this to someone. So this is your turn. Do not miss out. Go ahead and get your glow back. You deserve it, okay? I have an angel message for you, collective. It says, at times you may receive a series of favors or unexpected gifts for no apparent reason. The angels are here to remind you that you are deserving of all good things. Isn't this perfect? The angels are here to remind you that you are deserving, collective, of all good things. This concludes the read. I trust and hope that it assists you for your highest good. Later.